Good evening. You're watching the main news on HKIBC. I'm Carain Yeung.
And I'm Harminder Singh. Here's a look at tonight's top stories. Barriers around Wishing Tree in Tai Po don't stop people from making their wish on third day of Lunar New Year.
Thousands flocked Carain Temple in Shantin on warmest third day of Lunar New Year on record.
And various pro-democracy groups voiced demands to the government.
Fences were erected around the famous Wishing Tree in Tai Po after one of its branches fell yesterday.
But that didn't stop people from making their wish. Yeung reports.
On the third day of Lunar New Year, many people still visited the famed Wishing Tree in Tai Po. But after throwing a tangerine with a red paper tied to it at the tree, many had to use sticks with hooks on the end to pick up their wishes off the floor that didn't make it on the tree. That was because fences were erected around the synthetic wishing tree to stop people from getting close to it after one of its branches broke yesterday. A man was not happy with his wish landing on the lower branch and pulled it down, leading to the branch snapping. No one was hurt. The barriers made things difficult for visitors. Anyone who failed to get their wish on the tree in the first try had to drag them out from behind the fence and hurl it again. Some weren't successful with the hook sticks, so they got a rake. Some climbed over the fence to pick up their wish, even after they were told not to. And with so many tangerines, there was a chance the wish that was picked up didn't belong to the person who threw it. Let me make other people's dream come true, this man said. Sellers of red paper and tangerines, mainly plastic ones, helped make the odds of having their wish come true easier, offering buy one get one free discounts. Yeung, HKIBC.
More than 75,000 worshippers packed the Carain Temple in Shantin in hope of finding good luck and good fortune.
Many of them came to the Taoist temple in their summer clothes as they sweated through the warmest third day of Lunar New Year on record. More from Yeung.
According to Chinese tradition, it's easy to get into an argument on the third day of the Lunar New Year. That's why many families flocked to Carain Temple in Shantin instead of celebrating the festival with their relatives. Attendees were in search of good luck and good fortune. Many came for the fan-shaped brass wheel of fortune, which worshippers believed could bring good luck if they spun it. So what did they hope for? I hope society can be more peaceful and I can make more money, this man said. The chaotic application process of the $4,000 cash handout scheme made this man wish for a better government. Pungent incense billowing from the temple's courtyard is a common sight every Lunar New Year, but worshippers dressed in summer clothes isn't. I'm wearing short sleeves, but I'm still sweating, this man said. This girl said she wore 2 layers, but it was too much. The observatory said a warm and humid maritime airstream was affecting the coast of Guangdong, leading to the warm weather in the city. Today's maximum temperature reached to 25.8 degrees Celsius, the warmest third day of Lunar New Year on record. Yeung, HKIBC.
While most people were out enjoying the Lunar New Year holiday, some political groups took the day to voice their demands to the government.
Various pro-democracy groups had different demands, including better utilization of the expected budget surplus, withdrawing the East Lantau Artificial Island plan, and better labor policies. About 30 members of the League of Social Democrats and People Power marched from HSBC headquarters to Government House this morning. The protesters accused Chief Executive Carrie Lam of pouring money down the drain with her Lantau Tomorrow Vision reclamation plan and demanded the government shelve it. They urged the government to take better care of the elderly instead, reverse the eligibility age for the elderly social welfare payment program, and roll out a universal pension scheme. League of Social Democrats chairman Avery Yeung said Lam failed to ease poverty in Hong Kong, with about 30% of the city's elderly remaining poor. Yeung wanted Lam to apologize to the city's senior citizens. A police representative received a petition letter from the group. Protesters hung pig-shaped props outside Government House before leaving peacefully. Also taking the same route to Government House was the Confederation of Trade Unions, who wanted the government to improve its labor policies. Their demands included regulating standard working hours by legislation and paying workers a living wage of $54.70 per hour instead of the new minimum wage of $37.50 set to take effect in May. Over at government headquarters at Tamar, about 30 members of the Democratic Party staged a demonstration to voice their expectations for the upcoming budget. The party demanded the government better utilize its fiscal reserves and spread the wealth with the public. Recommendations included improving the city's primary healthcare services and increasing the supply of elderly care homes. Asked whether the government should introduce another cash handout scheme this year, Democratic Party Chairman Wu Chi-wai said any scheme should be convenient and fair to the public. But Wu said the public would understand if the government wished to invest in long-term livelihood measures instead. They later popped balloons to give a wake-up call to Financial Secretary Paul Chan and handed a petition letter to a government representative.
6 people, including 2 children, were injured after a private